World podcast, and this is Who Dares Worlds TV, and we're now time to reflect on UK Games EXPO 2017, which happened over a week ago already. So there's an opportunity just to go through some sights and sounds and smells of what I experienced at this event, and so this is what we're going to do. So let me unbridle myself of all the thoughts, feelings, and stuff that's rattling around in the old brain pan. So, EXPO 2017 was huge. Attendance figures were up massively again. On our plimsoll scale, as we can see, this is what happened. So what does this mean? Well, it's getting more popular, obviously. It's bigger. Already it's now third on the world stage of board game conventions. I mean, do we extrapolate the figures? And we're looking at, this could be bigger than the microchip. It's huge. A giant plimsoll size thing, which would completely absorb the entire UK should it grow to that size. So it comes with some great stuff and some not so great stuff. I mean, it means there's more exhibitors there, we're getting bigger names there, there's just heaps and heaps to see. Downside is, because there's so much to see, I probably saw a third of really what I intended to look at while I was at the show. You're never going to get round now to see it all. It's lost some of that sort of everyone knows your name feeling, the cheers feeling that we had probably at the Hilton and its earlier versions of it. It's not a bad thing, but it's big. Our hobby is huge now. It's huge now already. If you're going to go next year, which I'd say, and I always will say, you know, it's one. If there's one board gaming event that you're going to go to, then probably this is the one to go to, because it is just an event. There is just so much happening there now. I would say you probably want to go and book your hotel pretty damn quick, because already they're selling out fast, which has never been a problem before. But now we're kind of moving into the realms of where it is such a big deal. If you want to go and you're going to be travelling, then I would start looking now, because already, as I say, they're starting to sell out, which is insane, and the prices are skyrocketing. So yeah, there's that. And, you know, it's a negative to a point, because it is what it is. It's popular and more people are going, so yeah, you better move fast. What else was going on? So the food, again, brilliant, fantastic. In fact, I probably spent more money on food and drink than I did on board games at the event. There we go. The events, there was lots of stuff going on. High points for me. I really enjoyed Nightmare Live. That was just fantastic, hugely entertaining. We ourselves had a live show there as well, which many, at least a few people appeared for. It was a great event, really good fun. There is a video on here if you missed it, which you're probably not alone in the realms of missing it. But yes, a lot of people enjoyed it. We had a lot of laughs, and a lot of people said it was great. So that was what we intended to do, and we had a lot of fun doing that. Hopefully they might let us back again next year, in which case we'll do more of the same. So yes, that was cool. There was other stuff going on. I didn't see the dark room again this year, but that's always fun. And there was just tons to see and do. Bring and Buy, yeah, Bring and Buy was there. To be honest with you, I never picked everything up from the Big and Buy. I had a rummage around in there, but everything seemed to be about the same price as what the stores were selling for stuff. So I don't quite know what was going on there, but there were usually the bargains that you can come to sniff out seem to be in lesser supply this year. But there we go. It's always one of my favourite places to rummage, but this year I found it a bit lacking. So, what else did we see there? What exciting stuff? What excited me? So, I mean, there was loads of independent publishers there, and of the few I saw, they had some great stuff. I regret not getting a chance to play Scrumpy. Really wanted to see that, but it was really busy. Wreck and Ruin, again, really wanted to play that. Really busy all the time. Hopefully we can see a copy of that soon and we can have a proper look at that. I know some of the other guys on the podcast played it and really enjoyed it. One thing I did see, which got me very excited, was Laser Squad Assassins. Now, Laser Squad was a game on the old Commodore 64. In fact, here is my original box version of the Commodore 64 game, complete with wonderful tape. Yes, youngsters out there, we used to load games with these, and you would have seen this screen. Laser Squad, what it was, and it was a brilliant game. Sorry. Yeah, it was essentially a forerunner to XCOM. It was you had a team of soldiers that you would go to a location and you'd use action points and move around. It's a board game as a video game, one of the earliest examples of it. And XCOM went on and did sort of much shinier, better version of what that was doing. But this still is a cult favourite. It's something that I absolutely adored growing up and playing, and I played to death. And yeah, it had lots of scenarios, lots of maps you can interact with and blow stuff up, and guns, and it was all action point and allowed. So it's a board game as a video game. So that's coming out by 8-Bit Gaming, 8-Bit Board Games. Now, I didn't get a chance to play it, unfortunately, because they were really busy throughout the show, which is great. But what I saw of it looked fantastic. They've captured the feel and they've kept the 8-bit sort of graphical look to it. And if the gameplay reflects anywhere close to what the video game used to do, then it's going to be a storming success, at least for me alone, even for Curio. You know, it's brilliant. I'm so sold on this already. Can't wait to sit and play the thing at some point, because if it captures what the game used to do, then this is going to be a surefire hit, and that's one that maybe a lot of people missed, but I recognise the name. So wow, I really enjoyed the look of that. What else do we have a look at? So Blank. So what's Blank? It's come from Creativity Lab. This is one what kind of really captured me when I got a demo from Michael Fox from the Little Metal Dog Show. It's essentially Uno Legacy is probably the simplest elevator pitch I can give to you of the game. And what it is it's a game that has a series of set rules that starts the game, and you're playing cards, kind of set collecting, very Uno-ish, numbers and colours, that's pretty much it. However, once someone wins the game, then you get to change a rule or what a card does. So slowly you've got a game that is changing as you play. Now that you can go down the real simple sort of keep to the basic rules version of it, but there's possibilities of bringing more components into the game, making rules for that, making set collecting more into a thing, giving each card powers. The possibilities seem absolutely endless, and it's quite exciting to me. This is coming out at Essen this year, so we've got to still wait for this one, but we've obviously got a set of it, and we're going to put it through its paces and see what we can do with it and see what fun we can have. So that's Blank, Creativity Hub. Have a look out for that one. Definitely keep your ears peeled. Well, anyway, something peeled, potato peeled, for when that appears on the scene later in the year. What else do we see? So 51st State has got an expansion. The Scavengers expansion came out from Portal. Haven't had the chance to get this one to the table yet, but it has a new set of cards, new ways of playing. 51st State is a very cool sort of post-apocalyptic engine builder, as we said. I do enjoy the game. I've enjoyed Imperial Settlers. I'm kind of swaying between the two at the moment. I do like the theme of this one. So yeah, there's that. That was there at the show. It's now out. I think you can now pick that up officially now. Great stuff, you know, really enjoyed that, like the look of it. Did look at Portal's stand, did not get a chance to play either of First Martians or Alien Artifacts, both of which look very cool. Too busy, not enough people. There was 2 demos there in Portal Games. You had 2 people on your stand. It was really manically busy. No one could get to it, but it looked kind of cool. What else was there? The Godfather game, saw that from afar, never got to play it, but it looked, again, more Eric Lang goodness. There was heaps of stuff. The Batman miniatures game, again, looked kind of cool. Don't know any more than that at the moment because I didn't get a chance to sit and play it. This is kind of the theme that this video is going to take. What else is there? Another hot pick, Cousins War from David Mortimer. Directed, designed it, Surprise Stare. It's a little 2-player strategy game to do with the War of the Roses. What I've looked, I mean, this, you know, again, we're looking at, you know, filler territory, but this is kind of in the realms of the, you know, tiny epic games almost in feel, because it's a real deep sort of strategic solid little game in here, considering it's only packs of cards, a little board and some cubes. How it works and what it does is really pretty damn cool, and this is definitely, I'd say, like a sleeper hit. It's one that you should keep an eye out. It's out now. You can get it from Surprise Stare off that website, and I really like what this does. It's really cool, simple little game. Yeah, so yeah, that's one. If you've missed it, I would go and track that down if any of that tantalizes you. Obviously Tony was there and he was on our live show, bless him. Thank you, Tony, for turning up and dropping a C-bomb within the first 5 seconds of the recording, which unfortunately has not been captured on the video because I, of course, started the podcast before my camera operator had started the camera or the sound running, but it was there. So what else did Tony have? He had obviously a nice cup of tea, which is his Snowdonia. I don't want to say re-theme because it's not really that, but it's taking what Snowdonia did and kind of extrapolating it out with tea in there. It looks lovely, it looks brilliant. You know, Snowdonia is a huge hit for us. Anyone who loves Snowdonia, it's a cracking game, and this looks like more of the same but more, I'm well up for that. So whenever that hits, whenever that comes out, yeah, I'm first in line for that one. What else did we say? We saw Champions of Earth. There we go. That is from the lovely peeps from who do this. Shades of Vengeance, that's their name. They do RPG stuff. It's you know, it's a throwaway little fillery game of you fighting aliens with toasters and assorted nonsense. It's silly, it's stupid, it's a filler, it's a very light game, but actually it amused me immensely for what it is, because it's not doing anything more exciting or thrilling than entertaining you for the 5 to 10 minutes that you're playing it, and it does that very well. So yeah, that was fun, I enjoyed that. Yeah, that was lovely. Another one actually we saw, which I ended up picking up, was Hunger, which was like a tenner at the show. I picked this up mainly because my wife, who doesn't play board games, does watch these sort of nonsense TV shows, and this is exactly what this is. This is you on a deserted island trying to survive to the end of the show, and it's actually quite entertaining. It's a real simple game of you playing 2 sets of cards to go to a location and pick up items. A couple of the cards allow you to steal or guard areas, so it comes into this bluffing and double bluff game of who can grab and steal what from each other, or where's the resources run dry, people are starting to starve and shipped off the island. It's not groundbreaking, but actually for what it does, and it looks beautiful, it's really well produced little game. Probably plays in about, you know, 40-50 minutes max, so it's you know, it's a real throw on the table, play, end of the day, and actually for what it does and what it was trying to do, it's actually a bit of fun. So there's that. What else was there? Aside from that, I had a play of NIMBY, which was good fun again. Still haven't managed to sit down and properly play that, but I had a demo of that. That was, you know, entertaining, looks very cool. Dice Hospital, wanted to play, again, never got a chance to see it. Daring Dust Bunnies, did get to play that. New one from Andy Hopwood, that's really good fun as well, actually. Really solid little game of you trying to push your luck and avoid being sucked up a hoover. That's doing it injustice, but actually for what it is and what it's doing, it's a real solid little, again, filler game, about 40 minutes play, and that was getting a lot of buzz at the show, a lot of people playing it, and it just does what Andy does well, which is just a really well designed, fun little game. Yeah, and there was loads of other stuff. I mean, there was literally tons and tons of stuff there, and I've not even mentioned half of what I looked at. There is videos going out on the UK Gaming Media Network, because we did record some stuff, and there will be a link at the end of this video so you can look at some of that stuff. Obviously everyone else was recording stuff as well. There was more press there than ever before, so that's turning into a bit of a bun fight as well. And Omino's, yes, Omino's won an award, UK Games EXPO award. Brilliant abstract little game. Andrew, who was on the live show, he just done a cracking job of that game, and it's doing really well. I will say, go and track it down, have a look at it, because if you're a fan of that sort of abstracty dice rolling, take that style of game, it's a well-deserved win for that. Brilliant. Grubbling Games were there. They had Perfect Crime. I had to chat with Henry about that. There is a video either out or coming out soon regarding that. That's due to hit soon. Fascinating idea of 2 teams, one bank robbers and one bank managers, as you try and stage like this daring heist. I'm really looking forward to actually sitting down and playing that one properly when it comes out. And that's just some of it. So yes, EXPO 2017 was brilliant. Once again, really good fun. I have no idea how big next year is going to be. As I say, we've filled Hall 1. Hall 3 was huge, full of the playing on there. Open gaming was everywhere. I had a look at actually the Days of Ire sequel from David Turksey. He did show me that, and that looks quite interesting. Still at very early pre-production design at the moment, but Days of Ire was one of my favourites from last year's show, and this one is it looks pretty cool, and I can't wait to see as that one sort of develops into what it's going to do. So yeah, I've rambled, basically. Lots of rambling taking place. What I will say is, if you've never been, then, you know, think about it. I think you should go. If you're going to go to a show, this is a great board game show. It was fantastic fun. Hats off to the organisers, Richard, Mick, Tony, all the guys behind that have put on just, you know, a growing huge thing. They are on the world stage, as we've said, and they're doing a cracking job of that, so they shouldn't be underestimated. And all the volunteers as well. Thank you guys, you've made the show wonderful for us. You were there, you know, you've given up your time, and they, you know, they sometimes don't get quite enough acknowledgement for what they do. So yes, all you volunteers out there, thank you for your efforts and take the time out so that we could have a more enjoyable weekend. Yeah, so there you go. Expo 2017. We've given it 2 thumbs up because that's a thing that happens. Reviewers do that. Yeah, so yeah, that's kind of the end of the video. Apart from stuff I've probably forgotten. Anyway, yes, until next time, play some games.